The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. It down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Back to throw again.
That one caught by the rookie Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. inside here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got it. 2nd and 14. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's down to about the 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He's going deep for Brown. Well, the defense loses him. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Dobbins.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now a carry for Dobbins.
He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Ball carrier. Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down. That's the
2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. is here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Winston flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Play fake. Winston escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
50-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard
line. They go play action. Winston. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. 23 yards, the final tally.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he hits him in stride. And right the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Steelers 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the gun, Winston. His throw incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And some space here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Play action now. Winston out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Breaks free again. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Steelers 14.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's third down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Gun. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Melange. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game.
And that was an example of catching a team off guard because it really paid off for them. They weren't ready for that at all. I know they weren't ready to try and catch him because once he hit full stride, it was going to turn into a big play, and it did.
And if you look at the next-gen stats, you'll see that he topped out at an even 21 miles an hour.
2nd and 6 at the Ravens.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's going to to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On play action, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A quick throw complete to Washington. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. First and 10. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here comes Dobbins on the toss right.
At the 43-yard line.
Well, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He was brought down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Down right around the 25. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Off the play fake, Winston. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. But for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First down, Winston. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like a little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
For the extra point.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winston. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Winston now. Eluding the pressure right. A short throw caught by Andrews. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. A first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Here's Winston. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, we got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They go play action. Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They're looking to throw this. Winston. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey,